Hello everyone, we are back again. Today, we are going to talk about the 10 worst aviation accidents. Imagine boarding a plane expecting nothing more than a routine journey. Then, within moments, everything changes forever. Aviation is one of the safest ways to travel, but throughout history, a handful of disasters have shocked the world, changed aviation forever, and led to life-saving improvements that protect millions of passengers today. These are the 10 worst aviation accidents in history. Number 10. Air France Flight 447 on June 1, 2009, an Airbus A330 departed Rio de Janeiro for Paris carrying 228 people. While flying over the Atlantic Ocean during the night, the aircraft entered severe weather. Ice blocked the pitot tubes, causing unreliable speed readings. The autopilot disconnected, leaving the pilots to manually control the aircraft. Confusion quickly turned into disaster. Instead of recovering, the aircraft entered a deep aerodynamic stall and continued descending for more than 4 minutes before crashing into the Atlantic Ocean. All 228 people on board lost their lives. The investigation led to major improvements in pilot training for high-altitude stalls and aircraft automation procedures. Number 9. Japan Airlines Flight 123 on August 12, 1985, a Boeing 747 departed Tokyo for Osaka. Just 12 minutes after takeoff, an improperly repaired rear pressure bulkhead failed catastrophically. The explosive decompression destroyed the aircraft's hydraulic systems, leaving pilots with almost no control. For over 30 terrifying minutes, the crew fought to keep the aircraft airborne using only engine thrust. Eventually, the aircraft struck Mount Takamagahara. 520 people were killed, making it the deadliest single aircraft accident in aviation history. Number 8. Saudi Arabian Airlines Flight 163 IN 1980, shortly after departing Riyadh, a fire broke out in the cargo compartment of a Lockheed L-1011 TriStar. The pilot successfully returned and landed safely, but tragedy was only beginning. Instead of stopping immediately and evacuating the passengers, the aircraft continued taxiing to be. By the time rescue crews reached the aircraft, smoke and toxic gases had filled the cabin. Every one of the 301 people on board died. The accident transformed emergency evacuation procedures worldwide. Number 7. American Airlines Flight 191 in May 1979, a McDonnell Douglas DC-10 departed Chicago seconds after takeoff. The left engine separated from the wing due to improper maintenance. Critical systems failed instantly. The aircraft rolled sharply to the left before crashing into an open field less than a minute after becoming airborne. All 271 people on board were killed. The accident temporarily grounded the DC-10 fleet and changed aircraft maintenance standards across the aviation industry. Number 6. Malaysia Airlines Flight 17 in July 2014, a Boeing 777 was flying from Amsterdam to Kuala Lumpur. While crossing eastern Ukraine, the aircraft was struck by a surface-to-air missile. The airplane broke apart in midair. All 298 passengers and crew lost their lives. The tragedy changed international flight routing over conflict zones and highlighted the dangers of flying near active military operations. Number 5. Turkish Airlines Flight 981 in 1974, a DC-10 departed Paris for London. Shortly after takeoff, the cargo door suddenly failed. The explosive decompression damaged critical flight control cables. The pilots immediately lost control. Just seconds later, the aircraft crashed into a forest outside Paris. All 346 people on board were killed. This disaster forced manufacturers to redesign cargo door locking systems on wide-body aircraft. Number 4. Tenerife Airport disaster, March 27, 1977. Heavy fog covered Tenerife Airport in Spain. 2 fully loaded Boeing 747 aircraft found themselves on the same runway. Miscommunication, poor visibility, and incorrect assumptions led one aircraft to begin takeoff while the other was still taxiing on the runway. Seconds later, they collided at high speed. The massive explosion killed 583 people. It remains the deadliest accident in aviation history. The disaster forever changed cockpit communication and air traffic control phraseology. Number 3. Charkai Dadri mid-air collision. On November 12, 1996, 2 passenger aircraft collided over India. A Saudi Arabian Airlines Boeing 747 descending toward Delhi collided with a Kazakhstan Airlines Aviation Illinois 76 climbing through the same airspace. The collision occurred at nearly 14,000 feet. Both aircraft broke apart instantly. All 349 people aboard the 2 airplanes died. Following the accident, collision avoidance systems became mandatory for commercial aircraft around the world. Number 2. Pan Am Flight 103 in December 1988. Pan Am Flight 103 departed London for New York. 38 minutes into the flight, a hidden bomb exploded inside the cargo hold. The Boeing 747 disintegrated over the Scottish town of Lockerbie. 270 people were killed, including residents on the ground. The attack completely transformed airport security, baggage screening, and international counterterrorism measures. Number 1. The September 11th attacks. On September 11th, 2001, 4 commercial airliners were hijacked in the United States. Point 2 aircraft struck the World Trade Center in New York. Point 1 hit the Pentagon. Another crashed into a field in Pennsylvania after passengers fought back against the hijackers. Nearly 3,000 people lost their lives. The attacks changed aviation forever: airport security, passenger screening, cockpit door design, and global aviation. Regulations were transformed in ways that continue to shape air travel today. Every tragedy on this list left behind unimaginable loss, but each one also taught critical lessons that made flying safer for future generations. Modern aviation is safer today because investigators refuse to let these disasters be forgotten. If you found this video informative, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more incredible aviation stories and documentaries. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.